Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm going to try to get you set up so I can see your commenting. Hello again. Hello again. I changed my shirt for you guys so that if you were going back through the videos, you could look for the KB Riley with the blue shirt, except I have the logo up in the upper right column, and that's not what I wanted at all. But Karen's going to have to show me how to do it because I don't know how. I don't know how to change it. So, hey, hi guys. We're going to make an adorable card. We'll wait till we get a bunch of people on here. So, how did y'all like Ken's awesome video? He's pretty amazing, isn't he? And a great guy. So, rainy Georgia. Whew. No, I'm not trying to confuse you. Well, maybe. You know. Hey, I do match the back wall. Yep, but see where, nope, see this is backwards. See where this is right here? It needs a KB Riley and a Riley like banner thingy so I look professional. Yeah. Is everybody that's on here, are you guys all familiar with Karen Burniston pop-up dies? Have you guys made cards? Let me know if you've, ooh, Anita, it's your first time. Watch out, girl. Well, hello, Dolores. She's back. Dolores Sanders is my sidekick. She's my zen. She's just my sidekick. So, thank God for Dolores. Hello, Miss Penny. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Judy. Miss Cindy. Yay, glad to have you guys all here. Wait until you see what I'm giving away. Aw, thanks, Penny. That's very nice of you. Very nice of you. I'm not used to being I don't know what the heck color you call this hair, but whatever color it is, I'm used to being a blonde, so I'm kind of not bad. Yay. Yay. Well, hello, Tina Murray from Ohio. Shorewood, Illinois. Where's everybody from? There we go. We got 44. I'm going to give it just another minute so we can get... Yep. Sorry, I'm just reading your comments. This is just Fruitland, Ohio, Illinois, Connecticut. Ooh, it's starting to get really pretty up there, huh, Diane? Whittier, California. Yes, Karen's kits. We can talk about kits. Karen does classes once a month. And once every 3 months, we have Zoom classes and you can buy them from us. Otherwise, in the 2, not off months, but we do them in January, April, August, and December. So in the other months, you can actually get them through your local stores, and you don't have to be local to that town to do it, but it's on a video. So if you like taking classes, Karen's classes are absolutely fabulous. She's a genius. We've got 50. All right. Ooh, San Diego. So we've got Connecticut to California to leaf peeping. The Jersey Shore. There you guys are. Omaha, Nebraska. You're just north of me, Miss Anna. All right. You guys ready to get started? I am so excited to show you this. I have got to tell you guys my little history with Karen. I used to own a retail store called Stampers Inc. And it was in Kansas City, actually a suburb of Kansas City called Shawnee. And we used to bring in guest instructors. And so I called Karen up and yep, she decided to come in, and she had, there had to be hundreds of cards all over the tables. And of course the classes sold out, and we had a massive weekend, and it was so much fun. And I would have to have Dolores make the card. Then she'd show me how to make it because they were so intimidating to me. I mean, you know, they're moving parts and, hi, Victor. More coffee. I got it, man. I had to make another pot. So if I seem wired, it's because, well, yeah, I probably am. But anyway, so Karen came to the store and we had a great time. So time went on and the lease was up in my store, and I decided to close the store after 11 years and just go online and work on manufacturing with my other company, Riley and Company. So then I'm reading along one day and Karen's blog popped up, and I never read blogs, ever. I don't have time to read blogs. And for some reason I read hers, and it said that the company she was with, the contract I had with them was up, and I thought, you know, I love Karen. We hit it off like sisters. It was amazing. So I thought, you know, that might be kind of fun. You know, she and I go into business together. Called her up, proposed it, and within a month we were sitting together hashing out business plans. And I think that was 6 years ago, a little over 6 years ago maybe. And we are two peas in a pod. She is the genius creative behind Karen Burniston Dyes, of course, and I do the business end from Kansas, and she is in Texas. And so that's how the company was formed, and now you know. So since then, I've had to learn how to do the dyes on my own. I mean, Dolores is still working with me, of course, but so to do these, I have to figure these out on my own, and I just annoy myself because they're so easy, you guys. They only look difficult. It's insane how easy these are. And I'm going to show you today. I think I've done one before with this dye, but you guys are going to love it. I've got an hour today to work with, so we're going to go a little slower than I normally do flying through stuff. But this Halloween card is crazy. You're going to love it. So hold on. I'm going to get you to the scene without the Riley logo. Karen, if you're watching, I apologize. I don't know how to change it. So, all right, hold on. Coffee. All right, this is the card we're making, and I'm going to tell you a little story. This is my love vampire. Right? Okay. This is a card that when we had the air show in Kansas City, it was for stores. A few months ago, Karen had this with her. This was one of the cards in a class that she did. And I literally begged and made a fool out of myself, and then I threatened to confiscate it while she wasn't looking. So this is actually a card that Karen made for one of her classes, just one of the cards. Look at this. Yes, right? The little pop-up card. You guys can see the pop-ups? They're little baby skellies. Little baby skellies. So this is the card we are going to do today. All right. It looks really difficult, doesn't it? I mean, my blood pressure goes up when I see her cards because I know they just have to be difficult, and they are so not. If I can do it, everybody, you can do it. If we have time, I'll try to see if I know where the other card to this class is. But also, because everybody always asks, okay, these are the instructions for this card. They are now online at KarenBurniston.com in the kit section for you to download for free. All right, so you can follow along with me. I'm going to set these aside. Well, actually, I'm going to tell you what's on here. You can follow along with me today. You can get the exact instructions. She has you cut every piece out. It's just going to give you papers that you may not have, but by watching my video, you can just substitute them, and I'll show you how to do that. These are the die sets you need. Speaking of the die sets, I have put them all 20% off for a week, okay? 20% off. You can get every one of these. So we're going to use the skeleton and the bat. He's one of my faves. Her decorator dies are so much fun. Tiny Accessories 1, which is hats and pirates and all that good stuff. We have the slimline plate bats, which I love. It's a good size plate, but you can cut them apart or you can use them together. We have the slimline plate spiders, and we have the little labels pop up. Okay, all of these are 20% off on our website, and somebody is going to win this entire set today just for commenting during my presentation. So we will get started. Somebody commented about my little vampire. This is the surprise ball pop-up, right? And then an exact pack that we made so that you could make cards exactly like Karen did. Okay, the exact pack is papers. This is an add-on, a little Halloween add-on set. And moving right along, all right, let's just go ahead and start with the front of the card. What do you say? I'm going to get this out of my way. Get everything out of my way. All right, we're going to start this little guy, but we're going to start on the front. Okay? So, what I've done is I've just taken a piece of black cardstock, cut it to size, okay? It's like a little mini slimline card. And I am just going to add a piece here. Now she had on hers a little green dot piece. It's okay. Here's your first tip of the day. All right. I found a 6x6 paper pad that had Halloween papers in it. That way I knew everything would match. Because I need orange for the inside, another piece for the inside. I tried to do it without it, and I just made a mess. And when I say I cut these, I really mean Dolores cut these for me. So what I'm going to do, this is the glue I'm using. It's a fine tip bottle. We sell these on our website with a little tip on here. It's a little teeny tiny guy. Okay. Love this. It gets in little teeny tiny places, okay? And it's a pH glue that's in there. You can order that separately. Okay, it does not come filled. So we are just going to put glue on the back of this. And we're just going to sit this little guy right in the middle. Okay. There we go. All right. Then the next thing we're going to do, this is the slimline plate, the spiders. Okay, we're just going to glue this down. Now, you can spend your time going over everything. I just like to put dots. As long as it's secured. I kind of like the free look, you know, to where all of it can kind of bend up a little bit and show a little bit of movement. So, as soon as I get that little piece away from there, we're just going to take this and lay this on top. See how perfectly that fits? All right. And see now, some of my pieces, like the edges of my white, can curl up a little bit. They're secure, right? But they just show a little bit of movement that way. Now, the way, oops, and I just made a huge mistake. Okay, when you make this card, normally I use zip dry. You guys know me, normally I use zip dry. I didn't for this big piece of paper, and it will not come off. So we're going to do something different in a minute, but I was supposed to take this piece, wrap it around here several times, tie it, and then glue it down. I did not do that, unfortunately. It's kind of how this day has been going if you watched me in the last one. Anything that went wrong could go wrong. So on this now, I'm just going to snip off some of these little spiders. And for those of you that are queasy about spiders, you don't have to be, because these are cute. I'm not a fan either. I will have to tell you though, since we moved out in the country a few years back, I've seen more spiders than I care to admit. Yes, I have. I'm just going to go ahead and just trim some of these off while I'm talking to you. And I found my first orb spider, ORB, and they create little zigzaggy, like if you pulled out a piece of Halloween netting, you know, normally they all kind of like zigzagged and sewn together until you pull them apart. That's what it looks like. And they're beautiful. They're yellow and black and really, really pretty. Okay, so now that I have some of these cut off, we're going to set those aside. I'm going to take my little saying. Now, the paper Karen used had, if you got it, haunted. I did not have that, so I grabbed something in that 6x6 paper pad that matched. Right? Easy. So you can just change things up very simply. My job is just to show you how easy this is. So we're just going to glue that on there right there. Okay. And then, I know I had them somewhere. And, oh, here they are. All right, so on top of each little spider, we're just going to put a piece of foam, a little foam dot. You can use any kind of foam tape if you want to cut them in smaller little pieces. I just find these a little easier and quicker. And even if it's underneath my little word, I'm going to go ahead and put it on there anyway. So once I have all those done, I'm just simply going to peel off all the pieces of tape on top of my little dots. So for those of you that are here, you know all the stuff I had on my desk at 10 my time. It took me almost the whole entire hour just to clean this place off, just so I could do this. It's ridiculous. I make a mess. I'm one of those people that I just drop stuff where I lay it. You know, I get focused on what I'm doing. So now I'm going to take each one of these spiders and I'm just going to place it on top of its little corresponding spider. And that's how we're going to get that 3D effect. Easy, huh? Just like that. So I tend to leave stuff everywhere. Dolores calls it goose poop. So when we had the store, she and the girls would just follow me around. And it's okay if you get them off center a little bit. It just kind of creates a little bit of shadow. So we called it goose poop. And they're like, yep, goose poop pickup time. Mm-hmm. All right. See how many more of these guys we need. So there's that. And then when you're done with this, you get to have all these cute little black spider webs left over to do something with. We're actually going to use a couple of them on the inside. So, one of the things that I love about Karen's dies is she does decorator pieces. Now, the pop-ups, she's a genius with pop-ups. She's a previous engineer, and that's how her mind works. I can't even fathom it, to be honest with you. She does stuff and I'm just like, oh God, it would make my head hurt trying to figure out what she loves to do. It's craziness. That's why I do the business end and the marketing. Some of the marketing. We both do marketing. Okay, so there we go. Ta-da. There's the front of our card. Now, I forgot this piece, right? So I guess we could put a little bow on it. We could run it around this way if we wanted to. All right, but we're not going to. So now, that's how easy this was. Just super simple. Okay? All right, now we're going to go to the inside. So anyway, so Karen does the pop-ups, but she also does the decorator pieces. And every time she does a decorator piece, she has a purpose behind it. It's not just a random decorator piece, right? There's always a purpose. So all of her dies always work forward and backwards. So it works with the release that like the new releases. Psst, there's one coming Monday. So it works with the new releases, but it also works with the very first release we ever had, which is so much fun. And it makes your money go a lot further. All right, so here are all of my little pieces for the inside. Thank you, Dolores. But first, we're going to put these pieces down. Now see, she had this little piece of paper from whatever pack the kit was using that, okay? I am glad you said that, Diane, because I'm going to show you. So there's this and there's this. Diane had just mentioned her little yogurt jar. That's exactly what I use. This is a Karen Burniston trick. This is a Karen Burniston trick, okay? In the bottom of this, it's just a paper towel. I don't even change it out every time. And it's got a little tiny bit of water. Don't put too much, just keep it, just a little damp, okay? And if you have it upside down, your glue will always be ready to use and your tip won't get clogged. Yeah, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to lay this down and do the back. Any night sky you have will work. Really simple. All right, I didn't have a different orange, but in this pack I had little pumpkins. It's going to work just fine. Okay. And there we have it. Now, whoop, doesn't quite move around like my zip dry, does it? Okay. But it still works just great. So we have our inside. Now we're going to go ahead and instead of putting the mechanisms on right now, we're going to work on our little piece. We're going to work on these little inside pieces, okay? So I'm going to set this aside. And in the little labels, you have all these cool little labels, right? That's my piece for the inside. I'm just going to sit right where the treat is. All right. So we have all these little labels here. We're just going to get those all put together. Look how cute that is. Yeah. Okay. We got that one done. So now each one of these, I'm going to take a little bit, and I really like doing this. Some people are kind of scared. And if you're scared of doing ink edging, it's because you're using too much. Okay? Just a little bit. So I'm just going to put a little bit of black soot. It's Tim Holtz ink. Vintage ink. Go right around my little edges. Okay. I have to be real careful because it's got lots of little teeny tiny pieces. All right. So now that those are done, all right, I'm going to sit in the right way. When I use them by themselves, sometimes I tilt them and use this, but this time I'm going this way. So the first little skelly that we have, now these don't, obviously they don't have the little faces on them, but Dolores did this for me. This is a little stencil inside the die that lets you do this. Cute, huh? Right? So we're just going to put little Skelly Man right there, and then we're going to dress him up. I'm going to put that one on right there. Make sure I get it straight. Okay. And so this little dude, look at all these little pieces. Aren't they fun? There's all kinds of wee little pieces. That one's gonna go there, and this one's gonna go there. All right, so here is his little hats. I'm just gonna glue that on. I think I could sit around and literally make up these little skellies all day long. You guys aren't gonna believe what I did yesterday. Yeah, you know those big 12-foot skeletons? The giant ones that are so hard to find? I have one in my garage. Yes. So here's a little pumpkin that's in that set, and we're just gonna tuck it up underneath his little hand like that. And this also has the little stencil on it that you can ink up. But he has to have a little trick-or-treater thing, right? Okay, and then I do believe we're gonna put a little bow tie on him. Okay, and then he'll be done. So see, if you use a lot of these pieces, it looks like it's hard, right? But it doesn't. Where did I find the giant skeleton? Yes, there is a Facebook page for giant skeleton owners because, and how do I know this? Ha! Yes, I belong to it. So there's one skelly, we're done. So let's go to skelly number 2. Okay. And he's going to be on there. Oh, he's tilting his head a little bit. But before we glue him down, we're going to turn him into a bat with the bat. Okay, so what we're going to do is just cut off the little bat's ears. Okay. And we're going to put a little bit of glue there. And we're going to slide it in behind his head. Look at that. Seriously, I could sit here and do this all day. It just cracks me up. Then we're just going to trim this down a little bit like bat wings would be. Right? Come back up. And we're going to cut off the feet. Okay, and this is going to sit right behind him. So it looks like he has bat wings. Yay! But yes, there's a 12-foot skeleton group out there. And I had to drive to a completely different city. I've had this open too long. If this happens to you, seriously, just put your cap back in. It's got a little needle in it, a little pin, not a needle. And it will clear it out for you. So I'm going to do this right here. Okay. I'm going to put his little bat wings on him. But I had to drive to a completely different city to get said skeleton at Home Depot, not in my city. So we're just going to glue him on there like that. And I have got to tell you guys, it was ginormous. It took up the whole back of a full bed truck. Yes. Okay, now we've got that one done. So let's go on to this one. So we're going to make us a little pirate. So let's put, he has a little sword. And he has, I saw the little eye patch. I know it's here somewhere. And he has him a little dude like that. Where did my eye patch go? Oh, it will show up eventually. Here's his hat. Okay. And normally, you can just use your, I'm going to keep doing this, but you can just run this under warm water. So we're going to put his little hat on. Oh, come on, little one. Come on. So now she's not wanting to work for me. Really? Hang on, folks. No problem. It would happen today, of course, because that's just kind of how the day's gone. I've had problems with everything today. This little tip comes right off there. And it's going to poke down right through there. So I can grab anything. Now you guys are going to get a little lesson on how to unclog your tip, right? Make sure that's all cleaned off. Put your little tip back on. Put this little dude back on. And we are golden. So let's put a little bit right here. And put his little pirate hat on. I found my little patch still in the bag. Okay, and we're going to do a little eye patch for him. Okay. Tuck it underneath his little hat. There we go. Now he's got a little patch, and we need to glue him on here now. Just like that. Anyway, so my 12-foot Skelly is going to be added to my 15 other little Skellies that I have. And one year for Halloween, I put all the Skellies all over. I had them sitting on top of the mailboxes and sitting on top of the fences. Okay, now we have his little sword, and we just want to tuck it under his arm. I don't want to glue the whole thing down, but I want to put it in his little hand. Can you guys see that? So I can put it in the little hand. There you go. This little guy is wanting to give me fits. And remember how I said don't glue everything down? If you just leave that up, his little sword sticks out. Just like that. And we're going to put his little pumpkin right here. In his other hand. Yay! Trick-or-treating Skellies, right? Now, don't forget to keep commenting, okay? Because I am giving away the entire die set that you can make this card with. Not the papers, but the die set. So, let's go ahead and finish this little piece too. We can do him while it's sitting out. All right, so Karen made these adorable little, I have to have my little picker-upper. And now I can't find my picker-upper because that's how today's gone. But at a little baby bow ties, you can put a little bit of glue in the center. Right? And take this little circle and turn it into a piece of candy. And I really admire all of you that can do all these little pieces like this so meticulously. Because that's one of my jams. Dolores is going, wow, Tanya, and you haven't even said one bad word. I know that's what you're thinking, Dee. Whoop. Because I can't find my silly picker-upper. Okay. Now, I've got my little pieces of candy done. I'm going to glue my little pumpkin on there. Like that. And then I'm going to tuck a piece of candy in there and put a piece of candy right there. Yep. Look where it is. Found it. It's on my thumb. Okay. This piece of candy is just going to be a piece of candy. All right. Whew. Okay, and that piece is done. So now that we have all of these little pieces parts, we're going to come over here and I'm going to grab my main piece. Now this is your mechanism. Okay? Tweezers are my friend. Yeah. Well, it'd be really cool if I had put those tweezers here. Yeah. Right? Okay. So, small enough to make nail decals. Yeah. There. See? They'll fit. You can put little bow ties on your nails. Look. See? Alright, anyway. So, Karina, my sidekick for my shows, is not here today. She's off doing her beautiful singing that she does. And so, I don't have anybody to help me with the comments and all that good stuff. So, I'm kind of trying to read your comments and trying to do this at the same time. So, alrighty then, we are going to put this little guy right down the middle. And it's a lot easier to do all of this stuff ahead of time, I have found out, than trying to do it once the mechanism is already in place. So we're going to do that. And now this is a very bright piece of orange, okay? So I'm just going to take my sponge and I'm just going to go around my edges again. On everything, just kind of go around the edges. And sometimes I don't, I just barely touch it. And then we will talk about this mechanism. Okay. So this little guy right here, I have done the pre-folds because I like to work the folds ahead of time, okay? But on the die itself, let me find it, you will see that when you cut it, it puts the score lines in here for you. The score lines are really simple to find because they're already there, which is fabulous. Okay, so what I've done is along all of my score lines, all right, all I've done is bend them over and work them back and forth. So there's 3 little tabs at the top. Oh, I left one just to show you. So 3 little tabs at the top, work them over, okay? And then this little one, bend it, work it over, okay? This is going to be your pop-up. We're going to bend it forward. These are going to bend forward because this is your little platform. See that? Super simple. And this is going to bend back. And that's how it's going to sit. Really easy. So let's glue on our little guys. Right there. We're getting so close. Keep commenting because somebody's going to win this whole entire set to make this little card. And I'm so excited that I actually get to make this little card because I just love it. And my niece is going to get it for Halloween. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to put that right in the middle. Just like that. Okay. And our little bat friend. It's going to go right there in the center. Okay, now we're ready to put this piece into this piece. How you do it is, this is your fold line, your center fold line, right? Center fold line. So we're going to find the fold line on our card, okay, and the fold line on this. And you can even take a little clip if you want. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so, or you can take a little piece of washi tape or whatever you choose, but I am just going to take this just so it doesn't move, because it needs to stay on that center line, okay? So I'm just going to clip that there, and now it won't move on me. All right, what we're going to do is we are going to turn these under, because that is what's going to glue to our card. I'm going to hold on to this while I do that, and then I'm going to come back, put a little bit of glue there, tuck it under, and put this back in place. Okay, and I'm going to line this up on my other side, find my little tabs, and glue them right in place, making sure that this side is lined up with the fold line. See how easy that was? This center line right here is the center line of my card. I'm going to hold that in place just for a little second. Now I have little tabs right here that I had to bend back. See, there's one right here, and one here, and one here, and one here. Those I'm going to put a little bit of dot. This is why this bottle is so key. It gets in little tiny spots just like this and gives you the right amount of glue. We're going to take those, tuck them under. I can take this off now. Tuck it under, tuck it under, tuck it under, and tuck it under. Okay, isn't this simple? So far we've done 3 tabs, tucked them under. We've done 4 tabs, tucked them under. So we have 3 tabs left, right? So we're just going to put glue on them. And we're doing it all while we're laying it flat. Okay, fold that, tuck it under. Fold this, tuck it under, fold this, and tuck it under. That's all. Gonna hang on to it. Somebody said you could put skeletons on wobbles to have dancing skeletons. Yes, you could. Okay, so now I hold it, and the great thing about the glue that we use, the Line Co. pH glue, is that it holds down very quickly. So now look at this. We're going to fold our card. Okay, give it a little bit of memory so it knows. Well, hello, Laura. Laura's my buddy that lives here in town. All right. So now, when we open it up, look what we have. All the tabs are glued exactly where we put them. All the little tabs are glued exactly where we put them. And that's the pH glue. It grabs really quickly, okay? And then the tabs are exactly where we put them. Okay? Mine's a little, I didn't quite get that, you know, straight, but hey, it is what it is. So now, let's just go ahead and use some of the leftover spider webs, and we're just going to decorate this front piece with. Put that little guide there. You can use as many or as few as you want. Another great little tip about this glue, if you get it outside the line, touch it with your fingers. That's all. Okay, so then let's put another one. There. And then we'll put another one over here. Okay, and yeah, I think we'll put it right there to make it kind of even. And again, you've got an entire plate full of leftover spider webs, so you can put these little spider webs anywhere you choose. Okay, So there's that. I'm going to get this little glue off there so it doesn't stick to anything except, of course, my fingers. For Pete's sake. All right. I just saw somebody posted on there, how do you keep from getting glue on your fingers? I don't. All right. So now let's add some bats. So that is, the bats come from the mini slimline bat plate. So you can use it as a background just like we did with the spiders to begin with, or you can use it and cut it apart and literally have, you know, 15-20 bats at your disposal. So let's put a bat right here. I'm going to tuck it in behind there. And we can put, I'm going to put one back here. See, is this easier? Is this easier than you thought it would be? Right? It seems hard, but it's really not. It's really not. Okay, and then let's see, should we put, nah, we're going to put him up here. Put him wherever you choose. There we go. And now all we have to do is the bottom. Super simple. All right. Now we're going to take this, have a spectacular Halloween. And I'm pretty sure this is Echo Park paper. But don't forget, I'm giving away an entire set of these to one lucky person that comments. And we will notify you on this thread, of course. And B, all of the dies. If you have some of these dies, you know, that's fantastic. Grab the extra ones that you need to make this card. They're all 20% off, okay? Well, Miss Patty. All right, so now we're just going to put this down here. Hello, Miss Patty. I miss your face. That's why I love doing these. You can just, it's like, it's kind of like you see your friends, but you don't really see your friends. I mean, Alora and I live in the same town, and I see her on here. Okay. Yeah, you make skeletons for a baby card and put pink and blue diapers on them. Yeah, skellies are good for everything. So, and then our final piece, right? Super simple. We're going to add it on there. And just put it right there. And we are good. Hello, Miss Lindsay. I sent you a PM yesterday. And there we go. Oh, and one of my tabs, I broke it off because I didn't have enough glue on it. Yeah, well, okay. And there we go. Look how easy this card is, you guys. Super, super simple. If you want the instructions, all right, just go to KarenBurniston.com. I have to fix this. It's going to drive me crazy. It's my OCD. It's just going to kill me. I'm going to have to hold on to it. Do not get too much water in your little jar, or you'll have soup coming out your bottle. You don't want that. But here is your little card. Now all the instructions are out at KarenBurniston.com. Okay. All you have to do is put it in your basket, your carts, and when you go to checkout, it's totally free. When you go to checkout, you're just going to get a little link to download it. Okay, so there is that. Now I have a few minutes. I just love it. Isn't it just adorable? Just so adorable. Little skellies everywhere. This year I think my 12-foot skelly is going to be holding Bones, my 6-foot skelly. So, and I brought some samples just in case I had a few minutes left over. All right. Brought a few samples to show you guys. Now this is our little jack-o'-lantern. Look at this. This is from the surprise ball. There you go, look at that. Ta-da! You can play with these all day. So it's one surprise ball, and they go inside cards. And the cards pop up. So here's a little vampire. Okay. No, I'm going to have the 12-foot Skelly holding Bones in his arms with Bones' leg kicked out like he picked him up. It's going to be hilarious. All right. There's this little guy. Okay. And a little squirrel. Now we have several animal add-ons. We have this to where you can do Halloween. We have Christmas that has Mr. and Mrs. Claus. We have reindeers. We have alligators. We have so many different ones. Okay, so they're character add-ons and animal add-ons. All right. Ta-da! So there's that. And now I'll show you some other things, since I have the time. You guys might have seen these before, but maybe not. So this was a card that I just did for a presentation. Everybody's always wanting me to do, to combine Funny Bones with the KB Riley, so I did. Look at this. It's our little garden bench. Talk about easy. So now that you know, the panels fold down, right? Yes, squirrel. That was made just for me. I know, because I do. So right now, if you look at this, it's really not as difficult as it seems. See, there's this and this, right? It's just folding it and training it. This and this. Garden bench. And the squirrel set is a hoop. And this is a little tree pop-up that I didn't pop up. I will, oh, my 12-foot Skelly? Yeah, okay. I'm not sure it'll be on the KB site, but if you guys make sure that you go out and join our, join the Karen Burniston Pop-Up Peeps page, okay? Anytime, that reminds me, I will show you. Anytime you get an order from us, you get one of these in it, all right? If you look on the back, this is all the different places that you can see all of the amazing stuff that Karen does. So she has a YouTube channel that is full of instructional videos on how to make cards. If you buy a pop-up, the surprise ball, if you buy this surprise ball pop-up, on that page with the surprise ball, there is a video on how to put it together. I am not kidding you. On every single pop-up page, she does an assembly video to make it easier. And remember back earlier when I told you that I was really intimidated? That's where I go. She is that good. I will pull it up, I'll sit here, I'll set my computer here, and I'll make it, and I'll pause, and then I'll do what she says, and then I'll play, and then I'll do it again, and I'm like, oh my word, that was so easy, and then I feel silly that I thought it was so hard. But her videos are fabulous. Okay, then there's also our fan group where you get to see what everybody else makes with our dies. It is amazing. Oh man, I'm telling you. We have a Facebook page and of course the website and the blog and all that good stuff. So here's another one that kind of combined them both. This is, look at that. Aww. This is the twist panel that started it all. Isn't this amazing? This is our little woodland character set. Okay, this is another little fall card. I love doing fall cards. I love it. Halloween and falls. My very fave. So this is one I just did. This is actually, the mechanism is a photo, twist photo? She's going to kill me. Photo pop-up. Ah, I'm going blank here. Anyway, it has old Polaroid, little Polaroid pieces that you can glue on here with photographs in them, which is so much fun. This, I just took the Polaroids off and put in our Autumn Elements set, which is my absolute favorite set. Love it. Okay, so there's that. Here's another little twist panel. Look at that. He did a little belly band for it. Look at that. with the woodland animals. And you guys, it isn't hard. It isn't hard. These are just animals that you put together, just like we did the skellies, right? On the panels. And this is just glued right here. She tells you exactly how to do it and how to do the folds. The video is fabulous. I had to watch it to do this. I'm not kidding you. Here's another one that had the photo pop up. Watch this. So instead of using photographs, I did it for a birthday card. Yay! This is a little combination, KB and Riley. These are little beer mugs from Riley and Company, and some beer paper. All right, and finally, you guys have literally about 3 minutes. 3 minutes to comment to try to win that set, okay? And in the meantime, I will show you this, a little thank you card that I did. We had a little collaboration with a stamp company, and look at that. That's all the same mechanism. All of these are the exact same mechanism. I just put different things on them. That's all. Once you figure out the mechanism, it will become your favorites until you figure out another mechanism, and then that will become your favorite. So, all right. I feel like I have talked and talked and talked, and you guys have listened. Some of you guys have listened to me for 2 hours today, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you all for your business. We are a small company. It's there's only 5 of us. So me in Kansas, Sue in Kansas that fulfills all the orders, and Dolores and Karina and Karen in Texas. So we appreciate your business so very much, and I am so grateful and so blessed that, let me get you the front face view. You're going to get that silly Riley logo again. But I am so very thankful and so blessed that you guys choose to take an hour, today 2 hours, to listen to me chatter and craft. I love my job. I love my job. Whole bunches. So have a wonderful weekend. Go to KarenBurniston.com. Get your 20% off dies. Oh, new release on Monday. Can I give you a little hint? Make sure you're signed up for the email. Go to KarenBurniston.com and make sure you're signed up for the email list, because an email will go out. You don't want to miss it. You're going to be able to create custom kitchens. How's that for a hint? It's incredible. You're not even going to believe it. Anyway, have a fabulous weekend. I love you guys to death, and take care. See you soon.